Hello, good afternoon everyone. Thank you for coming back to join me. Continuing on with my book journal. You were with me last time and we'd put some pockets in and we'd done some decorating. I don't know if you can see me. I've not put my light on. I'm still having lighting issues. That's a pocket with a tag in there, and I've put one of the tea cards there as a kind of a tab. I think I wanted to put a flip out there, and there's a pocket there. I think what I wanted to do with you today was I've been trying to think what to do with this envelope. So I think I'm going to work on that, if that's okay with all of you. So this at the moment is an open envelope that I've tea dyed. And I think what I want to do with it is, I think I want to close it up, and I want it to have a pocket on the front just there, and then a tag would go in the back. So that's what I'm thinking. Okay, brain thinking. So, oh, I wonder if that, oh, look at that. That just fits on there, doesn't it? So I could stick that behind that window so that it would be permanently there. I think I'm going to do that, you know. I think that's what I'm going to do. I do. Wonder if I can get it in place. Hee. That's the next question, isn't it? Because I think it's an only just fit. So I actually might need to cover it on the back as well. So I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to see if it fits. And I guess if it goes horribly wrong, it's just an envelope. Don't worry about it, Carol. That was a quick start. So hi everyone, how are you? Gosh, golly. Sometimes your brain just goes into start mode, doesn't it, before you've even started. So I think what I'm going to do is put a piece of paper over the back of this, because if I put a tag in there, if I close this envelope up and then I want to use this to put a tag in, which is what I want to do, it's going to catch on that, the lip of that, and I'm not convinced that that is in there perfectly. So I need a little bit, let me just move my book out the way. I need a bit of something to stick on there. What paper scraps have I got? Let me just get my scraps, one moment. Okay, I've got a box of bits and pieces, and I think what I'm going to do is I am going to just tear this so that it fits. I'll tear that white bit off there. I probably should have stuck that onto this in the first place, but brain hadn't got into gear when I did that. So I'm going to just tear that down there. And it doesn't need to be all the way down, because I really only want it to cover that tag. There we go. I think this is one of Andrea's Vintage Days papers that I had left over. I keep all my little bits and pieces because honestly you just wouldn't believe when you need a little piece of paper for something. So I am going to put that up to the top there, and I'm going to glue it on there. And then that just keeps that tag, that image there. It's not going to budge now. It's going nowhere. So I can now close. Can I close this envelope? I think I can. So I'm going to close the envelope. I'm bound to have forgotten something. And then I'm going to close this part. I'm going to close this. I might put some paper on the back, I don't really know yet. I'm going to put some glue along that bit there. I'm going to close that. Have I just closed my pocket? I don't think so. Give it a good squish, eh? Is that still a... So it is. I've still got... So that's the top of the envelope. When I tea dyed it, the envelope came undone. So that's now closed. So that's going to be a pocket there, isn't it? And I wanted to fold that up there. And then it needs a hinge because do I want to hinge it? I think I do. I think I do want to hinge it. And do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hinge it with a bit of fabric. That's what I'm going to do. I've just decided. I have this fabric that I can put on there and I can flip it round and stitch it on. How would that be? How wide do I need it to be? Gosh, a golly, questions. That only needs to be there and there. So I think I'm going to cut, is that about 1 inch? I've probably not cut enough. And I haven't got anything to iron this with, so I'm just going to just wrap it around my hand a minute just to kind of straighten those bits out. I've got threads, threads on my fingers. So that is going to stitch down there. And then it's going to flip over the page. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I am going to do it. I only need it to go to the bottom of where this pocket is, because that pocket is going to be closed. Glued up, I mean. So I'm going to glue that on there. And I'm going to glue this piece of fabric onto that. I'm going to cut it off at the top. And that gives me enough to then to curl over the page, doesn't it? And then I'm just going to add some extra glue on there. Glue that down. But I will stitch this because I'm going to stitch up there. To hold that down. See, I'm still thinking what I'm doing. I'm not going to cut that open and has that as a pocket, but this is going to be a pocket, so I'll need to cover this. That needs covering. I quite like that piece of paper. So I'm going to tear it to fit there. So that can go on there like that. I don't mind if I can see a little bit of this envelope behind this. I don't mind that at all because it is tea dyed. It's not like it's brilliant white, is it? There we go. Oh, not bad going, Carol. I did have some inks around and about. Wasn't what I thought I was going to do with this envelope. Although, if I'm honest, I don't really know that I'd thought of anything that I was going to do with that envelope. Let's just put a little bit of ink round those edges. Just. And then that's going to go on there. Like that. These are Andrea's, I think it was her autumn tear pages, I think. Put some glue on it, a nickel sticklet there. Move that up slightly. make sure it's glued down. I've lost my, oh I haven't, it's here. That's going to go on there. I just saw it looking at me, and so I think it was asking to be used. So it's going to be field label approved. And I've put it on at an angle because that's how I wanted it to be, before anyone says, Carol, you did that wonky. Does that show up? Can you see that little? Sorry, I did some fussy cutting, look. Oh, I think he shows up quite nicely. My little bug. He can go on there as well. Oh, what fun I had cutting, fussy cutting little bugs. Some ended up with no legs, I will admit. I don't think I've got those in. I think they were discarded. I like that. I want that twisted, so I got that right. Brilliant. Okay. So I've got a pocket there at the top. I'm wishing now that I'd put something in there. So I think I'm going to try my best to get a piece of paper in there. Yeah, I can do that. I can do that. Only because it's only envelope, and it's going to be flipping out. So I think I want it to be just that little bit sturdier. And that's shaped at the back, so I'm going to put something on the back so we can't see that. That's fine. Just as long as I haven't got glue in there, that's fine. Snip that corner. That's fine. And then I think on the back, I'm going to put something so it can be writing space on the back. How would that be? Paper, Carol, find something that you can use. Just rummaging, folks. Chat amongst yourselves a minute. I might put some of that on there. No, not those, not those. Don't want greens. Sorry, folks, 1 minute. I think I might put something like this on the back, actually. Yeah. Let's see if we can tear it down a little. And again, I'm not going to be upset if I can see little bits. That's going to be stitched down, isn't it? Don't forget that. Oh, do I want that flower on? That might be quite nice, mightn't it? So how about we try? Let's try and get that flower on. That can go there. Let's trim a bit off the bottom there. I've never managed to tear straight yet, so I'm not expecting to be able to now. But as long as I've got enough, don't move it, to get it glued on, that's where I'm going to be stitching down. So that can come off there. Surrounding myself with scraps of paper, folks. And then that can go there. Okay, that will be fine. Have any of you done bug journals? I know it's not a subject that everybody likes, but I think I said before, I think, you know, I like bugs. I like frogs, and that's coming. I am going to do a frog journal. I've been wanting to do one for a long time, and I think the time is just about right for me to do one. We've got frogs in the pond. Sorry if I'm shaking you. No frog spawners yet, but we have the frogs. The frog march has happened. And we actually had a sunny day yesterday. So yesterday evening, it was a pleasant evening. It wasn't cold. And we could hear the frogs croaking in the pond. So they're definitely there. Look at that. Oh, glued all sorts in it. Right. I'm pleased with that. Okay. So this is going to get glued down this side. Like that. Things are sticking to my fingers more than sticking to the paper. So that's... just wipe my fingers. Sorry, folks. My fingers are just so sticky at the minute. Okay, that's there. Isn't that cute? Now you've got to like a bug, haven't you? I'm going to stitch down there. And then... oh, it's going in where I did the... is that right? Yes, sorry. I totally confused myself then. I don't know if I showed you this one, but I did another flip. So there's a pocket there in the back, and that bug looks through that window. I thought for a minute this was the flip from the front of the book. So this one's going to go this side, and it's going to go over that page and stick on there. So it's going to flip like that. And then you can write on that and you can write on that, but you've got a lovely little pocket there. So I think what I'm going to do before I stitch it is I want to put a bit of glue on here just so it doesn't move out my way. I hope you can see what I'm doing. And I think I've said before, if there's anything that you see in my journals that you would like me to show you how I made, I am more than happy to give it a go. Sometimes I can't remember how I did it, so it might turn out slightly different. Now, just when I'm stitching and there's fabric, I stitch from the paper side through to the fabric side. And the reason for that is then you don't get those little punchy holes on your paper side. You get them on your fabric side. So I'm going to go and stitch this and I will be back. Okay, I've got myself in a right mess round here. I've got so many bits of paper and bits of things laying around. So what we've done is we've attached this pocket on here. So there's a pocket just there. So that's going to be a pocket in there. And there's a pocket in there that's going to get something put into. It flips out, so you've got that bit there, and then it flips over and you've got the fabric that we stitched down there. And then the other side of that one was another flip out that I'd done where you can see the bug through it. So that's two flippy outs that we've got on that. Okay, where am I at now? Where do we want to be? Got all sorts going on, haven't I? I don't know quite what to do with these, apart from get them completely stuck. What have I done there? There we go. These are little field note cards, and I've backed them all. And I was wondering if I could put them together. So glue them all together so that they would then be 3 flips. 1, 2, 3. So that they would all flip out. But then I thought that makes that really bulky. Because the other thing that I can do is like we've done before and have them... that looks quite nice, doesn't it? And then they would flip individually and you can write on them and you can write on the backs. Do you know, I think that's what I'm going to do. I do think that's what I'm going to do. So let's take this page out, move that out the way, and we'll do these 2 pages, and then I'll let you go. You've probably had enough of bugs. I'm just running some ink so that you can't see that little white bit there. That's going to be a pocket on that side, I thought, and then these are going to stick on there. So let's do it. Let's stick them on. And then there's writing space on the back of these, and then you can flip them up and write underneath it as well. So I can't quite see what I'm doing, so I think I'm going to put that there. I hope that's kind of level. I think it is. I'm going to put that one not too close to the edge, but there. About there. Oops, but wonky. Is it wonky? And then this one is going to go going to stagger them. It's going to go there. So then we've got 1, 2, 3, and you can still write on all of that, and you can write on these, and you can write on the backs. Okay, somebody's knocking at my door. One moment. Okay, so I'm back. So they're the flips that I've put on there. Let me just get my book back. Okay. So I'm not sure what else I want to do to this book. I think I'm going to go and think about what I want to do. I think I want to put a pocket there. Let's put a lid on there. Okay, so let's just clip that on there, because I might do that one. Okay, so let's just have a quick flip and just see where we are with it. So we've done that one, we've decorated that, we put the flip there. So it's getting quite full, isn't it? Okay, so this is where I'm at. The next video may be a flip through, we'll see. Take care, folks. Bye.